Hi, my name is Steve George and I'm glad that you're watching today. In this video, I will be sharing content that is new to this Gold Client training series about the function named Intelligent Slice. The agenda will focus on these areas: an introduction to Intelligent Slice, including primary use case and user group, how to execute this function, followed by configuration details, some useful info, and where to locate additional resources. Intelligent Slice is a part of the Gold Client component known as Data Echo. Its sole purpose is to create data scenarios. It is one of 3 Gold Client functions that can create data scenarios, but Intelligent Slice is different from the other functions in 2 ways. First, it's designed so that date range is the user's principal input. And second, it's possible to create scenarios for multiple data types in a single execution. Initiating the export of Intelligent Slice scenarios can only be done using the export control function. The primary use case is whenever users want to copy a time slice of data. Its execution is often included as part of a client refresh, but it is not limited to only this one use case. Its targeted user group primarily consists of basis team members or functional administrators who are tasked with performing client refresh activities. Basis team members can use this function because the typical input consists of only a date range, although occasionally other generic inputs are known to be used, such as company code or plant. Let me now walk through this process using the Gold Client user interface. To reach the Gold Client solution, use T-code ZGOLD, Z-G-O-L-D. From the Gold Client screen, select the Intelligent Slice button. I will add a description, which is required, a date range of January through December 2016, and then select the Execute button. A pop-up window appears with a list of data types that I can select from. The data types offered here are driven by configuration, and those details are shared later in this video. The user can select one or more data types accordingly. I'm going to select several transactional data types and then the OK button. A message appears showing a job being submitted. This job determines the number of records which qualify based on the user's inputs. Another message appears which shows the export ID that was created. So that's the end of Intelligent Slice. I will now exit to the main Gold Client screen and select the export control function. Although the export control functionality is detailed in a separate video, let's spend a few moments here just so you can see the end result of executing Intelligent Slice. I'll click on the export ID that was generated by executing Intelligent Slice. On this screen, the selected data types are visible and the number of qualifying records found for each. By clicking on any scenario number, the selection inputs can be displayed and should match what was entered in Intelligent Slice. There are 2 config areas relevant to Intelligent Slice. The first area is where the selection criteria displayed on the Intelligent Slice screen can be customized by adding or removing fields, sorting the sequence for how the fields are displayed, and turning off and on the fields as needed. The second config area controls which data types are available for user selection and which date field is used by default. Intelligent Slice is intentionally designed so that only data types defined as primary are available for selection. And it's worth mentioning that Qlik provides around 25 primary data types by default, and that customers can make additional changes in this area as needed. With respect to the default date, Qlik assigns the Created on Date field if it exists on the respective table. If not, other date fields like Posted on, Changed on, and Run on are used instead. As noted earlier, Intelligent Slice cannot be used on its own to export data. The user must rely on the export control function to initiate the export of the respective data sets. Intelligent Slice can be used only to create new scenarios. Export Control has a function named Adjust Date Range that can be used to update the date range criteria for existing scenarios when useful. There are valid reasons for creating new scenarios or updating existing ones. This decision is based on user preference. For additional information about executing Intelligent Slice and its related configuration areas, please reference the user guides listed on this slide, which are located on the Qlik Help website. I'm optimistic that you have found this content useful as an introduction to the Intelligent Slice function, and that you should be able to create some scenarios successfully on your own. A separate video will cover the next step, which is to use the Export Control function to initiate the data export process, and I encourage you to watch it. Have a great day.